tell alias is Define Desire. I am a developer relations at Base. Base is a layer 2 blockchain building scalable solutions for developers and creators and builders all around the world. I am a passionate lover of decentralized technology, especially as it applies to solving real world problems. So I really have a knack for trying to solve the real life problems we have in Africa with on-chain solutions, and trying to see how we can leverage emerging technologies to solve our day-to-day problem out here. So that's like a brief overview about me and the things I really care about.
That's great. So now tell us about Base. What's
All right.
Base?
Okay, Base is a very interesting blockchain. Base is an Ethereum layer 2 blockchain that is built on the OP stack by developers who saw that the need for us to have is a more scalable and more robust infrastructure that would solve something called the blockchain trilemma. So the blockchain trilemma is basically the problem that we cannot have decentralization, security, and scalability on one platform. But Base tries to bring all of these experiences together, deliver it in an excellent way to builders all around the world, so that we can have decentralization, we can have scalability, and we can have security in one blockchain platform that serves millions of users. And Base is racking up the on-chain volume day by day, and Base hopes to onboard 1 billion users and over 1 million developers. So Base is looking to bring a lot of people today on chain and really foster the on-chain economy all around the world.
That's great. Now I've been hearing there's this buzz going around. I followed for the love of DeFi and other top people in the niche, right? So everyone is talking about the Base Buildathon. What's the Base Buildathon all about?
All right, the Base Buildathon is a global online hackathon. If you're in Latin America, if you're in Africa, if you're in Southeast Asia, you have in India, if you're in India, like wherever you are in the world, Base is building something for you. Base is allowing you to bring your creative skills. Base is allowing you to bring your design skills. Base is allowing you to bring your singing talent. Base is allowing you to bring your creative arts all on chain. Base is trying to see how we can foster the on-chain economy that will drive inclusion and allow people to experience ease in transacting from day to day. As well, whenever there's a lot of transactions happening, there's value going around. So that means every creator, every builder, every participant in this network would have like some sort of value. And we see a particular innovation, which is the base names. Now, just like how you have a domain name, let's say hectorcreativestudios.com, we want to refer people to your website, they have to use that URL. So, we Web3, our on-chain identifiers are our wallet, and we have just a string of zeros and a lot of numbers we can't cram at once. But imagine a seamless experience where your wallet address is linked to a customized name that is peculiar to you, something that you can use and remember at ease. So if I want to send you 5 million USDC or 500,000 USDC, I don't need your 0x wallet. I just need hectorcreativestudios.base.it and I can transact to you seamlessly. So that's easier to remember, easier to carry around, and the base name is more like an on-chain identity. So that is literally a way of onboarding a lot of people on chain, helping them to kickstart their journey exploring what the on-chain economy holds for them.
Yeah, that's great. So the Base is based on Ethereum.
Yeah, Base is built on Ethereum as a layer 2 solution.
Okay, that's great. So let's dive into the projects that are going on in this buildathon. What projects are we seeing here?
The projects we are seeing in the buildathon are really amazing. They go to show how much the ecosystem in Base opens its arms wide to people who are creating, people who are from all different creative walks of life. So before now, we used to have hackathons where people just go to and do coding sessions for 3 hours, 3 days, just hack it up, right? And they're writing codes all of those long hours, But now Base is bringing more inclusion by allowing people who are creators, who are musicians,
Hence
who are artists.
buildathon, not hackathon.
It's a buildathon. So in my eyes, people we call builders are not just developers. Builders are designers, builders are creatives, people who literally bring the ideas together, bring initiatives together that creates impact in some sort of way. They are all builders and everything. Everyone is building something that they're just building differently. All right. So Base is trying to let people know that okay, you don't have to be a developer to build. Whatever skill set you have as a cybersecurity analyst, as a data analyst, as a marketing manager, as a technical product manager, as a TikTok creator, whatever you do, you can bring that skill, you can bring that talent, you can bring that that gift of yours on chain, and you can monetize it, you can earn from it, you can contribute to the ecosystem in very unique ways from just participating, all right, with what you have. So people usually have to go through a particular learning curve to understand Web3 technologies, to now learn what there is required of them from the space. But if you really notice, there's a narrative that has evolved from remote work, and it has evolved in Web3. Remote work has evolved in Web3 to be work to earn. Literally, for the work you put into the ecosystem, you get a certain amount of reward, or you get rewarded, or get compensated. So we're looking at having an on-chain economy that allows for people to earn from what they do and what they love to do and what they can contribute valuably to the space.
Okay, that's great. So now I want to ask this question: is there a timeline for this buildathon?
Yeah, the buildathon began on the 27th of September and is going to end on the 13th of October. So it's I think that's enough time for people to be able to put their ideas out there. People who want to give something a shot, and believe me, the Base ecosystem is so supportive. We've had Coco Codes, one of the founders of Base Africa. All right, we have I am Caris. We have DeFi DevRel supporting hackers in Nairobi, Kenya. We have a lot of amazing folks, a lot of amazing guys. We have Dami is also supporting the move of Base in Africa, and like the Base, there are a lot of persons I would mention, but I would like to say the Base ecosystem is very welcoming, very friendly, and allows for people to come in and find support. Like there's nothing that beats going to a particular chain and finding that the ecosystem in that chain is not just there to spectate, but they are behind you, solidly behind you, helping you to fix your flaws, find your feet, refine your idea, because no idea comes out perfect at first. If you see the first versions of like the tech unicorns, or the billion-dollar companies we have today, the first versions, the early versions of them, like we so whack. But that was just a beginning. That was day one for them, and like they began refining, listening to users, and building, iterating on their product until some of them found product market fit. So the same way you have to iterate on the idea. We are not saying you have to have a perfect idea, or you have to have like the best. Come with what you have. You have an ecosystem that supports you, and it's beautiful because it's a community building. So like when the community is building, it feels like there's more togetherness, there's more collaboration. Like a lot of people on Twitter Spaces like to say collaboration over competition, and that's what's happening in the Base ecosystem. So all builders, all creators, anyone from any walk of life can participate in the buildathon, and especially those in the regions of Latin America, Southeast Asia, India, Africa. So if you are in any of these regions, you can participate in the buildathon. You can get support from even in your local languages, right? We have like a lot of channels in the Base Discord, and we have like a special channel dedicated for Base Africa, and there's a prize pool of 25 Ethereum, right? Wow. Just for Africa and for those other regions. So it's something massive, it's something huge, it's something everyone should embrace, something everyone should grab the opportunity to create. Okay. Yeah. And just contribute to the ecosystem through the buildathon.
200 Ethereum.
Yeah, that's the total
price. That's about $477,000 for Africa alone. I thought that was like the budget for the whole.
Yeah, 200 Ethereums for the entire.
Okay,
hackathon.
the whole.
That's about
okay.
Wow. Just for the
I was about to say Africa alone. Do you have that much people that can pull that funds?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, that's great. So now I want to talk about how beginner friendly is Base.
Yeah, Base is very beginner friendly because there's a lot of documentation, a lot of resources, and for those who are like into core development, we have a lot of workshops, online recordings on YouTube Live, and like active developer support. There's one time during like the hackathon began the 27th, we had issues accessing a particular platform's API, and shout out to DeFi DevRel and the amazing like team, supporting developers during their buildathon. They were able to help developers access that particular API, like despite the restrictions in their region.
Okay.
So like the support is massive. Massive is an understatement to talk of explain how much the support is, because you literally pick up builders who are from just their interests and then help them define what they are trying to achieve, help them put their ideas in perspective. Then we have a kind of collaborative effort. We see people in the community say, oh, I'm a UI designer, I'm a backend developer. Okay, let's come together and build. People from Kenya collaborating with people from Nigeria collaborating with other builders in other African countries.
Okay.
It's so beautiful to see the kind of synergy, the kind of collaboration this is fostering. And this is not just going to be for the buildathon. This is going to be a ripple effect that will be spread in these regions. Community will spring out of this. A lot of initiatives will spring out of this. And I really believe that Coinbase's dream for 1 billion users is feasible.
Okay.
It's very feasible. It's very possible. We can bring that much people on chain, and life will literally be made easier for all of these people coming on chain, because they are into experience a new dynamic, a new experience altogether for them.
That's great. So Base is not just a wallet.
Yeah, it's a blockchain.
It's a blockchain on its own.
Yeah.
On a chain.
Yeah.
That's great. So tell us, is there anything we need to know about Base that is it's not a part of the open source that they've given us out? So we can read about Base, but is there anything special that we can say, okay, Base is here, and because of this feature, I don't need this other app here? Because on the Web3 space, just like a something Nest Wallet has started doing now, where you can include all your different wallets inside one platform. So if you're on Sweeton, Solana, or wherever, you can combine all your wallets under one platform. So does Base have anything to offer in a sense that's this thing no other person is doing, the unique selling point for Base?
Yeah, in that sense, there are a lot of them. Having the kind of ecosystem structure that is present on Base to allow people to build, Base lowers the barrier of access to building on chain. So even front-end developers can easily interact with on-chain kits and get started. You don't need to be the beautiful thing about Base is you don't need to be pro to be able to contribute to the ecosystem, and that's not been the case with other ecosystems. Sometimes you have ideas, you need to look for developers maybe in other countries who understand the particular stack of the blockchain you want to build on. With Base, you're able to build on Base with your Web2 stack, and you're able to come on board on Base with a lower, very very low to little barrier of entry. So that really stands out amongst others. Time will help me to to elaborate, but from being able to get onboarded with relative ease comes the ability to interact and earn and explore the ecosystem relatively easy. All right, and that brings a lot of accrued benefits to the users themselves. So that's just the one of many. There are a lot of benefits that Base has for
That's great.
Yeah.
So Base is a blockchain. So is it available? What's the market cap? Let's start with that.
Okay, currently Base has a total value locked of 2.1 billion. Currently, Base boasts of 1 million active addresses.
Okay.
And we see that some of the metrics, used to measure the performance of the blockchain. If you look at Base and Ethereum, Base has higher metrics. Base is doing relatively better in that sense.
Okay.
All right. So, looking at Base as a whole, you see that the progression of active engagement, of user engagement daily shows that people are interested in this. This is actually because a good product sells itself in that sense, right? Something is good enough, people tell their friend about it. I literally talked to you about, oh man, I've heard about the Base name, this is what's happening. I said, oh, it looks like a domain name, but it's still a wallet still, and you can get onboarded on chain. I'm like, oh wow, it's 5 minutes and you're on chain.
Okay.
Right, you don't need to start putting very difficult prerequisites for users to get onboarded and get involved. So that's the beautiful thing with Base.
Okay, I'm sure the DJs watching this right now are this is I suppose on the trade on this. I'm supposed to be trading on Base, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So for DJs right now looking to trade for Base, how volatile is the Base market?
Every DGen market is volatile, that's true. So DGen players are coming for a very different game. But the interesting part is that Base is, positioned to cater for that demographic in the ecosystem. The degenerates are like how volume come into in the blockchain ecosystem. Yeah, they move volume. And today on Base, I'm proud to say that there are a lot of tokens like with they love degenerate tokens with like hundreds of millions of dollars in valuation, and like a lot more are getting even higher valuation. So you see that the ecosystem that Base offers, you can't keep the gens where they don't want to be, or you can't keep the gens where they are not profitable.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in for the money, you're not in for the tech. So Base has managed to build the tech to facilitate degen trading and allow people who are coming in for that reason to explore and still have a seamless experience going about it. Yeah.
Okay. As a team member for NestWire, I know we'll pass this opportunity. So basically, you're talking about this opportunity that Base has given people to trade on them because of their volatility. So for DJs watching this right now, Nest Wallet just brought out the best feature ever. Imagine 0 transaction fees on all your transactions. So Nest Wallet is the degen trading platform made by degens for degens. You can combine all your wallets. It works well on most EVM chains. So
Sounds
if you're
like
on Sweet, so
democracy.
bro, Nest Wallet is the next. It's not the next thing. It's the big thing.
Yeah.
If you're a
amazing.
degen and you're not trading with Nest Wallet, like you get what you're missing out.
Yeah.
I mean, like the features on this platform yesterday was crazy. So I was just on the Nest Wallet team group, and like boys were doing well. Yesterday on Mad Dog. Boys printed money on Mad Dog yesterday.
That was nice,
bro.
That's nice.
I mean, a 99.9 return on investment. You know what that is?
That's amazing.
So yesterday was crazy, and Nest Wallet, our testimonials of Nest Wallet is the list is growing. You get me? So if you're a DJ watching this right now, Nest Wallet is by far the best trading platform for you.
All right.
So back to Base.
Yeah.
This buildathon is Declan Works doing anything on it?
Yeah, most definitely. And I'm glad to share about that on Base Conversations. Like, yeah, this is literally the gateway to the Base ecosystem. So Declan Work is looking to is building on the Base ecosystem. We are trying to create a global talent network where freelancers and jobbers in Web3 can find opportunities like that suit their skill set.
Okay.
And we are working to allow Web2 freelancers verify their skill set and their proof of work on chain. So if you had proof of work on GitHub, on Dribble, and any of those platforms, on LinkedIn, you can verify that on chain, and an employer can see that you're credible. And people just see they can work for the freelancers and the platform helping freelancers, but more so we are creating a network of quality talents where it will make it easier for Web3 projects to find vetted and verifiable talents. All right, and all of this is happening on chain. That's the most beautiful part. All right, so as you see, projects pay people referrals of like $500 to $1,000 or even more to find particular skill sets for their role. And the Web3 job market is very nuanced. It's very different from like regular Web2 like job roles. All right, so people need to learn. People need to upskill. We are building like an AI-powered learning path that will allow you to upskill on a particular path you want to learn about, right, and get better and get equipped for the role you want to apply for. We want to have AI-powered job matching. We are integrating a lot of features to allow the right talent to be found for the right opportunity, and we want to be able to create a more inclusive workplace for everyone, right? A great experience for the people who are hiring, and a seamless experience for. So literally having a Declan profile will be having a LinkedIn verified profile, and because you are being verified on chain, like the best of the best talents alone are being verified, and they contribute to that amazing work to earn on chain economy. So that's what we are trying to achieve with Declan.
That's great. So before we close, for beginners in this space, and even for me, I think I like hearing this from other people so I can get more perspective. So explain proof of work, proof of Solana uses proof of history, and then what's the last one again? Proof of stake.
Proof of stake, yeah.
Proof of stake. So can you explain that for us?
Okay, those are consensus mechanisms. Those are how blockchains agrees that they will settle transactions. So basically, with every blockchain you have a way that transactions or are being settled and blocks are being added to the chain is a blockchain, of course. So they are decentralized computers all around. All right, they are connected by nodes. Each of them have to agree to update the network state. So different blockchains choose different methods for these nodes to come to an agreement to update certain information. That's why we have proof of work, we have proof of stake, we have all of them with their pros and their cons. We won't dive into that because of time. But this, when we talk about proof of work, proof of stake, proof of history, those are ways how blockchain comes to a consensus, right? But in the term of in the looking at, if you're looking at the narrative of work to earn, play to earn, these are narratives of how people can engage with the blockchain. So we literally have stake to earn. You can stake tokens and then earn a particular reward. We have work, like WALK, to earn. You can work a particular amount, like steps, and then earn. Then we now have work, WRK, putting in the work. So work to earn is like the on-chain talent economy, where people can contribute their skills on chain and get paid for those contributions. They contribute to project, contributes to trades, contributes to promotion, documentation, which may be whatsoever means that there are various ways of contributing. And the interesting thing about work to earn that is that you could come with your skill and then get started and do something really amazing, right? All right, so you just need to start from where you are with the skill you have. You just need to have a skill, and then you can participate in the work to earn. So I want to let everyone know there's a place for everyone on chain. The on-chain economy is here to onboard the next billion users. So if Coinbase as a company which developed the Base, the Ethereum layer 2 solution, has like a customer base of hundreds of millions of users, it means it's only a matter of time, because we on chain we can scale. So look at what is happening with base names. I think 1 week after base name was like made live in it, so just I think about a week or so later, like we had over 200,000 names on chain in just a week. Look at how the exponential numbers that has increased over time. Like shout out to the amazing team at Base, Jesse leading the innovation, all of the amazing builders shipping really cool stuff, and the vision is very clear. Bringing the next billion users on chain. That means everyone around you should participate. Everyone around you, there's a place for that inclusion, because the next billion is literally around us. So we need to make them see why they should come on board, see how this can benefit their lives, their businesses, their day-to-day transactions. You could even avoid something called wallet poisoning by having a base name, because someone can send a letter to your name without any hassle. I missed the digit and you lost the funds, right? So your base name is your on-chain identity. And just recently, Base allows for people who have base names to see their on-chain score, so you can see the heat map of all your activities on chain, your interaction, your engagement on chain. That gives you the more welcoming feel. People like gamified experiences. People like experiences that reward them with score points, that allows them to. There's a lot to learn, there's a lot to explore, there's a lot to contribute to in the base ecosystem. So starting out, you're just geared up for an exciting experience, an experience that empowers you to build your ideas, build your dreams, bring your dreams to life, and then literally contribute to an economy that is even beyond your physical location or beyond yourself alone.
That's great. So we are going to discuss more on episode 2 of the Base discussions.
Yeah. Literally, the Base conversations is your gateway to everything happening on the Base ecosystem. We'll be having a lot of informative content. We'll be having a lot of discussions. We have a lot of guest features. We want to make sure everyone can be onboarded easily, can start from where they are, and be a part of what is happening on chain on Base.
That's great. All right, if you're already here, then you should subscribe, and then drop a comment. Welcome to the Base team.
Thank you. We are based.
We are Base. Next one.